Jeremy.
Yes, bro.
Oh man, how are you? How are you? Lovely to meet you officially.
Yes, I'm good, man. I'm good. What about you?
I'm nice, man. I can't complain. I've had a very calm, chill, relaxed day. I ain't got a Europa League match tomorrow, so I'm baking. I'm all right, man. But yeah, how's the things? How's things in Czech Republic right now?
Yeah, things are fine. Yeah, things are normal right now. Obviously, lockdown. It's boring, but yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Before we even start talking, I want to just officially put it on the record and thank Naomi, who I think is the GOAT anyway, for making this happen. Obviously her and the good people at 3 Point Start. How do you know Naomi?
Um, I know her brother. Me and him played football together at Man City. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay, of
so
course.
I know her brother really well. Best friends.
Oh, like that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's what
Nathaniel.
we like, man.
Nathaniel.
That's what we like, man. I assumed as much in it, obviously, because you know when I come do things like this, I do my research. I can learn a little bit about the person. So I've seen you've been at Man City from when you were what 9 years old.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, man, that's a lot, man. How did you even get into football?
You see, I was born in Amsterdam.
Mm.
So when I was obviously a kid, I was playing football with my brothers, but then my mum was like, "Oh, I'm too small," so she never really let me play in Holland until we came Manchester, England. So when we
Mm.
came Manchester, I think my brother spoke to my mum, and then eventually she allowed me to play football, and then it just started from grassroots, and then obviously we're getting there, and it got to like competition time, finals, and that. And yeah, I just showed them what I got, and then I got I got like teams from different cities: uh, Liverpool, Bolton, Manchester City, and there was one more, Stoke. And
Okay.
then I tried all of them out, but I was gonna sign for Liverpool, but then back in the day we didn't have a car like that, and petrol was was it back in the day? So yeah.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
So then Man City was like next door, basically. What 15 minutes? What's that? 2 buses, then I'm there. So yeah. So then got the trials at City, 6 weeks, and then eventually I got in, and ever since then I was at City.
Well, yeah, the rest is history, as they say, innit? Have you? I have to ask you because, like I said, when I do my research on little bits and bobs, it's been nice with you because there's a lot of content on YouTube and stuff, so I can go and look into that. Have you always been a right back?
No.
Nah,
So
I can tell, man. There's some things you do that are not right back worthy. Like man's out here in the box giving man the shimmy and that. I was like, what's going on here?
I'm dead. Um, uh, um, I started off as a right winger.
Mm,
And then it got to my time under 14s, 15s, where a Man City coach was like, "Oh, Jeremy, I see you making a big career right back." So first I was like, obviously I'm an attacking player. I was like, I don't want to defend. I want to score goals, get assists.
yeah.
So then, but then he spoke to me. He was like, obviously as a kid, all you just want to do is just score. But obviously, yeah, he knows he's an experienced coach. Alan Wright, you know who Alan Wright is?
I'm not too familiar with the name, but I'm sure if I look it up, man's a legend.
So yeah, he was a left back, and then he was telling me. So obviously, you should know about fullback position.
Mm.
So then he was telling me that he sees me as a right back. He says I've got certain abilities that right backs don't have. So then obviously I spoke to him because he knows what's best for me. So then I tried out, but then the difference is that when I was playing there, I play right wing anyway. So you understand?
Yeah,
I do the defensive part as well, but
yeah, of
attacking,
course.
I do the same thing. So it wasn't like a massive change to me because I was playing the same way. And then ever since then, yeah, it's been a right back.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
can tell
I can
because
still
I'm
play.
watching you.
I can still play right wing.
Would you ever want to go back to playing right wing full time, or is right back now your new home?
With me, I don't mind because sometimes I play right wing back as well.
Cool. No, I hear you. I hear you. I was just saying because I was watching some like a comp. A man are calling you the next Danny Alves, and I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see that. But you're bombing into the box. You're shimmying, man. You're giving man dirty assists. Man's coming from the right wing, bombing into the middle, attacking people. I was just like, there's no way that this is a traditional, like, I'm just going to stick in the back, cover the centre back, that kind of vibe. But I like to see him, and it's very nice. It's a dynamic style of play. You were saying, obviously, you were born in the Netherlands, and then you moved to Manchester, and now you're obviously in Glasgow with Celtic.
Yes.
What's that whole experience of moving around? What's that been like for you?
Obviously now I'm used to it, but at the start, because I was so like close to like my boys, like I grew up with them, like my city friends. Like I basically went to school with them. To be fair, I see them every day. I see them more than my family. So yeah. So when that came around, I was like, am I ready for this? Because I'm gonna miss them too much, this, that. But then obviously I was like, I want to be a footballer. This is part of the job. Like, even though you make friends on the way, sometimes you gotta let them go if you want to be at the top, because they're not always gonna be around. So then obviously it was hard for me. And then when I got to Scotland, first couple of weeks I was like, oh, it's not me, because it was just really weird, man. And I have loads of siblings as well, so like not seeing my siblings, like obviously if you have loads of siblings, you know that the house is gonna be noisy and that. Cool. So I'm in my house in Glasgow, and there's no noise. I wake up, there's no noise, bro. bro, there's no noise. So I'm like, whoa.
I said, what's going on here?
And then obviously my mom normally cooks for me. My mom be like, Jeremy, what do you want for breakfast? I was like, oh, mom, I want to eat some sausage. But not even that. I was like, it was just different for me. And then I was calling them. I was like, oh, mom, this is hard. And then obviously my brother came, and my agent came as well, and they stayed with me for a couple of weeks. And then eventually I got there. But at the start, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was tough.
No, I can imagine, man. It's a lot. And
even now, I still like miss my guys. Like, obviously due to the lockdowns, I've not been able to go back to Manchester to see my family or my friends. But I miss them a lot, man.
I can imagine, man. That's tough. Like, very, very tough. But like you said, sometimes it's a sacrifice you have to make when you want to get to certain places in the things that we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Like, even the fact that you're talking to me now, to me, I was telling Naomi, I think it's nuts. Like, if I had Europa League game tomorrow,
man.
I'm not doing. I'm in bed. I'm chilling or something like that. Like, but you're actually playing in the Europe. Do you know what's that like for you? The experience of playing like in the Europa League football.
The very first time I played Europa League was last season, and yeah, it was because you watch Europa League and Champions League, and then next minute you hear the music, and you're standing like on the lineup. You're like, what? And then you know when the camera goes like this.
Yeah.
Bro, when the camera went like, I was like, what? And then when the ref blew the whistle, it was so. It was mad. But then obviously you zone into the game. But then afterwards you'd be like, oh my days, I played Europa League. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's one thing that I've already gathered about you, is that like you have, to me, the perfect balance of you seem like you're always yourself wherever you are. You're gonna be Jeremy. You're not gonna be like, I don't know, you're not gonna cut yourself back or try and be something different. But when the job needs to be done, you zone in, you get it done. There's a very a viral clip of you on your post-match interview. I know, man, have probably brought up bare times. They probably brought up bare times, but you know what? I'll tell you what. I watched that clip. Naomi sent it to me, and I watched it. And the first thing that I said was, "Oh, man's just like me, innit? Like, he's just happy to be. You know what I mean? Like, not one of those people that." You can't be like robotic in this thing. You have to be, genuinely who you are, whoever that is. So how important do you think that is for you, like to get across that your actual personality?
Like everywhere I go, like I'll just tell people, just be yourself. Like just be yourself. Obviously, if people don't change for other people, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna make them happy. You don't want to make them happy. Like you want to make yourself happy. Like, you want to be comfortable in what you do. So obviously, I'm a laughing person, and I just laugh, be myself, and then if you don't like me, you don't like me. But if you do, then you do.
100%. When I was, I already sound mad old saying this, but when I was your age or around your age, I went to my first international competition for the World Youths, and I ran in 100 meters. And I came second in my heat, and it was all nice. And they had an interview, and I'm like, oh, great, I don't know how I'm going to talk in this interview. Like, I know that I am, the way I talk to you now, that's how I talk in real life, like to my people. Then, but like, I'm like, oh, am I allowed to talk like that if I'm wearing the Great Britain kit, all of that? So they asked me like, oh, Reuben, how's the race? And I was like, it was quite tough, you know. And I was like, after I did the interview, I just like, bro, why am I even doing that? Like, I get buzzed about it today, like just trying to put on this fake persona as opposed to just being who I am. So nowadays, when things happen, I'm me.
You see, even now, people will be like, you need some interview training, Jeremy. You can't be doing that, this, that. I'm like, I'm just be myself. If I can't be myself, then I shouldn't do it at all.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because if I be myself, then I'm acting. And what you guys want to see actors?
That's the thing. We want to see real people. Like, there's probably a you that's very similar to you.
Yeah. This is just me. This is just.
That's what we like, man. There's gonna be youths that are similar to you or that can relate to you. Maybe they've come from where you come from, or they've come from a background kind of lifestyle you come from. Maybe they've got siblings like you. They know about loud houses and stuff like that. They want to be where you are. You know what I mean? So it's nice to see that someone is like them and is also successful, which I think is nuts, man. So crazy. Like you said, obviously we're in a pandemic, or the pandemic is around us somewhere. We've got lockdowns here, no lockdown there. It's all kind of mad. But with all that, football has kind of gotten back to a very decent place. Like athletics, not so much because people can't train and stuff like that. But you've got matches going on. I assume training's going on. What's the experience been like?
You see the top you're in. Is that anime?
Yeah.
Oh my days! Is that Hunter x Hunter?
Of course it is. Don't worry, bro. We're gonna get to that. I want to see you, man.
Looking at the hair, I'm like, whoa, is that not gone and kilowatt? Come on, man.
Bro, listen, man. I'll be honest. I'll keep it a bean, yeah. Naomi hit me up and was like, hey, Reuben, do you watch anime? Do you like anime? And I was like, yeah, I do. Why? And she was like, oh, I've got something for you. I want to do this. I think this is going to be really good. So we're going to get to all of that. I'm just getting all the serious stuff out of the way. You get me?
Sorry. I just had to say it.
No drama at all, man. But yeah, what's the year in football been like for you with regard to all the pandemic stuff?
Yeah, so last season, when I first came to Celtic, the pandemic wasn't there. It was just normal. And that for me was amazing. Like, obviously, I came to a time in my career, I was just like, let me show. I'm in a first team environment now. Let me show them what I got. I said I want to be a footballer, so let me go prove it to them. And then I just played. And then obviously I had a successful season, winning the league, winning the Betfred Cup, even though I got a red card. So that was really, really, really nice. And winning Young Player of the Year as well, it was just crazy, man. That season was just amazing. And obviously this season now, it's kind of different because no fans allowed. We're not even allowed to go anywhere. This basically is just training then home. Like last season, more like training, maybe go Nando's with your friends, cinema, whatever, this, that. But even now, we're not even allowed to go to like people's houses. Like it has to be your house. So yeah, this year is kind of different, but then obviously it shouldn't change like your mindset on the football. Obviously, just go out there and do what you do. And obviously, I'm not gonna lie, as a team this season, we've been through our ups and downs a little bit. Like last season, we were more winning games more, but now obviously, but it's part of football. You can't win everything. Yeah. Always gonna be like bumps in the road and that. But obviously, if your team's strong, then you pull through it. So yeah, right now, we're having ups and downs, but we'll get there, man. So yeah.
I was even gonna say, I think you very lightly touched on it, but I think people need to know how sick it is. What you and your team have done. So when you got there, you were part of the Celtic team that won their 9th and their 10th trophy in a row. you know how mad that is? Like, trophies in a row. Listen, I'll tell you now, I don't think I could put 10 races back to back and won all of them. Like, I'm not that guy. Naomi, she's 6. She's got 7 British titles, I think. Don't quote me. It might be 7 British titles in a row. Me, I can't do that, bro. To win 10 titles in a row is ridiculous, and I wish you lot all the best.
We've done 9. We've only done 9. We're going for our 10th.
We've got 9 right now.
Yeah, we're doing 10th this season.
Okay. How you feeling about it then?
Yeah, obviously there's pressure, but obviously you got to block that out. Obviously the fans want us to win every game and that, but obviously it's football. So, but you got to block all that out, and then when you go there, play with a clear head, because that's how you play your best. And then we'll just see. We'll just wait till the end of the season. So yeah.
100%. I want to touch on something that I think is important that we speak about. Obviously with everything that's happened this year. And just been going through your Instagram and just seeing you're quite vocal when it comes to issues on race, obviously within football, and when we had the peak of the Black Lives Matter movement earlier this year. How important do you think it is to speak about these things? Like, obviously it's an uncomfortable topic for people to speak about, but it hasn't made you shy away from these things at all.
Yeah, like obviously, like in this day and age, like there's still things like this going on, and it's just like when is it going to stop? You understand? Obviously, like people will be like, when is it going to stop in that? But then they do nothing about it. You understand? So obviously I've got the platform to do that, to speak out and let people listen. Because obviously it's just not nice, isn't it? Like if you're still like, for your kids, like one day I'm gonna get kids, and if they're gonna come into this generation, you know, when there's still things like this going on, you just don't want that. Like you just don't want that to happen to them, and that. Cause even I've been through it. Like sometimes you get messages, but then I just block that out. Cause it's not gonna affect me anyway, because regardless, with God on my side, there's nothing gonna affect me like that anyway. So yeah.
Amen.
So obviously I just speak out on it and just want everyone to hear it really, and then hopefully it could be a change. So yeah.
I think that's all we can do, is have those conversations amongst our peers, amongst people that will listen to us. Like you said, you've got quite a vast platform. It's only going to get bigger and bigger as you get bigger. And so I just think it's important that, you know, when we have these conversations and let people know that, like you said, these things, these atrocities shouldn't still be happening in 2020. And the fact that they are doesn't bode well for the future. So unless we do something about it in the present, you know, nothing's going to change. What is the dream goal for you? So let's say we go forward in 20 years' time, there's no coronavirus anymore. Men can go out, do their thing. You've had your career. It's an illustrious career with amazing things. What has happened in that career?
For me, dream goal is to win the World Cup and Champions League. But if I can win at least one of them in my whole career, then yeah, that's a goal for me. Yeah, so yeah, that's my goal really.
Okay, I think that's really interesting because obviously I'm a sprinter, and if you ask any sprinter, all they are just failed footballers, isn't it? If anyone told you anything else, they're lying. All of us wanted to be footballers. All of us, I'm telling you, but we just didn't have the tech, or we didn't have the right thing, or whatever. It's dead. But my friends and I were talking about this, and they asked if we had to choose one to either win the World Cup or to win the Champions League, which would you choose? So I want to know, which one would you choose if you had to win only one of them?
I'll say World Cup, because it's your country. It's your country, man. You listen, just imagine you play the World Cup, yeah, in the final, you beat the team, going back to your country. Wow, go back to your country. Hey, that is crazy, yo. That feeling.
I see that would be nuts for me. And this is another thing I wanted to ask you as well. So obviously you represent the Netherlands. You're in them under 20s, but you're from Ghanaian descent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what made you choose the Netherlands over Ghana?
No, I've still not chose professionally. You understand? Okay. So obviously I still don't know who I want to play for yet. But obviously I got to pick soon. So yeah. So at this moment in time, I just don't know if I want to play for Ghana or Holland yet. But England, that's out of the question because I'm English.
Why is that one out of the question?
Nah, I'm not English.
I feel
Even though I've been here for a long time. Mm-mm.
No, because even when my boys asked me that question, I was like, look, I win the World Cup, but only if it's for Ghana. Like, man, the winning the World Cup for England and winning the World Cup for Ghana are two very different things. Like,
Yeah, you understand? Yeah.
Very nuts. Like, if I go back to Ghana, winning the World Cup for Ghana, I'm set for life, forever.
Bro,
Like,
you're a king. You're a king there, bro.
You get it? Like, well,
you're a king there.
People asking me like why I'm Commonwealth Gold medalist for England, and people were like, oh, why are you not representing Ghana? And I was like, in athletics, it's not the same. It's yeah.
Yes, bro.
So when I saw your surname, I was like, all right, cool. Say
I
that.
know that Frimpong. You know that's a Ghana name, bro.
It's the most bait. It's only Frimpong and Boateng. That's how much bait it is. Oh my God, man, I love you, man. But yeah, like in athletics, it's not the same. If it was the same and like the level of support was the same in both countries, you'd see me in a Ghana vest all the time. But yeah, man, it's a bit techie. Yeah. But I think we got to my favorite part of this conversation that we're gonna have. Obviously, both of you and I are big anime guys. That's why I had to bring up my Hunter tee just for this.
The hair looks familiar, man.
Yeah, man. Killer was my guy still. I can't lie to you, man. Gonzo alright, but Killer was my guy. What is the first anime that you watched?
The one and only Dragon Ball Z. Come on, man. Who doesn't watch Dragon Ball Z when they're growing up, man? If you don't watch that, bro, I don't know what you've been doing.
Honestly, it's actually been around for far too long for people to not have seen a little bit or.
Wow. Oh yeah, you know what's mad? You see, like, back in the day, I used to think like, say if I'm going to play a match, I used to think like, say like, you know Goku, say if he has a fight, yeah, and you see like the words he says and that, it fires him up in it. Bro, in the match, in my head I'll be like, Goku did it, so why can't I do it? So fires you up, you understand? Oh my days.
Bro, the thing is, yeah, you're actually taking the words out of my mouth because I was even gonna ask you like, yo, do you ever do any like anime rituals?
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
It's too cold, man. It's actually too cold. Like, I remember being in the playground and being like, I don't know. You know, like, you might be tussling with your boys or something and you'd be like, nah, you know what, yeah? He's actually giving me too many bangs. I have to go Super Saiyan on him. Like,
yeah. You know, don't let me change. Don't let me go Super Saiyan, bro.
Don't let me go, bro.
Stop. Keep me normal, man.
Oh, man. So, I think it might be the same, but I don't think it is. I think I already know what this answer is. But what is your favorite anime of all time?
You know what? There's a lot, but this one, wow, Naruto.
Really?
Naruto. Wow. But you know what's mad? You see Naruto. Yeah. You know why? You know why anime is really good? Because as a kid, they always have a goal, and you understand, they never give up. You understand? I know it's fake, but still, like, you can still like put it like in real life, and you understand?
100%.
Like Naruto, like as a kid, the village hated him because obviously he had that 9 tails in his body. Everyone hated him. He didn't have any friends in that, but he didn't stop himself from getting his goal. And then obviously, eventually, we all knew he was going to be Hokage, bro.
Of course.
But just like the way he got there was amazing. Like when the village started, what was it? It was the war when he stopped the war. That's when not even his own village, everyone. Because at the start, Hokages didn't really like the other Ks, innit? Because when Naruto won the war, the Ks got together and now they like talk nice, this, that. And yeah, just the Naruto story, man. That really inspired me as well, man.
100%. I remember Naruto was the first anime that I watched from start to finish, and I read the manga as well. So for me, I remember when I came across, it was like near the start of Naruto, you came across the tuning exams, and they introduced Rock Lee, and I was like, oh, this guy looks kind of weird. I don't know what's going on for a minute. Then you find out that Rock Lee is not like anyone else in the village. Like, he's a little bit different. Everyone else can use all these amazing powers, and man's just out here punching and kicking people. So you're thinking he's at a disadvantage already.
Taijutsu.
Just taijutsu. You're thinking man's at a mad disadvantage. There's no way he can compete with the rest of these lot. Then you just start to see Rock Lee going mad, beating Sasuke, beating Gaara, and you're just like,
bro.
And I remember seeing that, and I was like, look, I'm obviously doing this athletics thing, and everyone I'm trying to race is, I'm 5'6". Everyone I'm trying to race is 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", 6 foot, 6'2". I'm like, I ain't got the minerals like these men. But in a way, if Rock Lee can do it with his limited set of resources, there's no reason why I can't do it as well and be just as good as these men.
Of course, exactly. Same with me, bro. I'm a small guy as well. I'm 5'6" as well. When I'm playing against big wingers and that, I know in some of their heads, I'm not saying all of them, he's a little guy, it's got to be easy and that. But then when they actually play against me, they'll be surprised because I'm a fighter. Like, height, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. I just don't like getting beat. If you don't like getting beat, it'll be hard for anyone.
100%. So another anime related question. So obviously Goku has Master Roshi, like Ichigo has Kisuke Urahara, Gon and Killua have Biscuit and Wing. Who is your, like, if you have a mentor or older figure that you look up to within the Celtic team, who is that for you?
I'll say the captain. His attitude is like spot on. Like this captain. That's the captain like you look for. Like, obviously, like, say, like, if it's like off the pitch and that, like, he'll be silly and that, like, what, that's normal and that. But then when it's like game time, the way he just does things, he just motivate the guys. They'll just be like, guys, we got to win this, that. He speaks like our manager basically. And then you see, if you have someone like that, it makes you want to, like, I don't know, just makes you want to play. And then you see, not just me, when everyone plays like that, you just know that, this team's serious, you understand?
100%.
And then you just feel good. You just feel good. And then just like, at the end of the game, say like we get the result, you just feel happy. You deserve it. And then you'll be like, oh, this is what we're like. Oh, sorry. Low back.
No worries.
You'll just be like, this is what we do when we're a team, when we work hard, this, that, and then everyone will be like, yeah, right. So I'll say Scott Brown, his attitude is amazing. So yeah.
Cool. We're gonna end up really soon. So I just want to ask, if you had to sum yourself up in 3 sentences, what would you say?
I'll say go-getting, hardworking, and what's the last one? I don't know the last one, man.
Man, if it's 2, it's got to be 2, innit? Man, straight to the point. I'm go-getting and hardworking.
Challenger. Does that make sense? Go-getting, hardworking, challenger. Because I like to challenge myself.
Yeah, I can see that. Someone always pushing yourself.
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense, man. That's good. Nah, man. I'm gonna let you go. Obviously, you gotta sleep. You got a big match tomorrow. You gotta go and put out a show.
I win this game, bro.
Let's go, man. I'm rooting for you, bro.
Yes, man. Thank you, man.
So you have a good rest, man. It's been lovely talking to you. I'll catch up with you after.
It was nice speaking to you, man. And obviously speaking about anime, see, that's different as well. It's not always football. Sometimes you got to speak about other things. And yeah, that was really nice, man.
Ooh, low battery as well.
I see your picture. I see your picture.
Yeah, little flex on them, you know what I mean?
Little
flex on them. Come on, man. You know the vibes. Oh, man. But no, take care, man. Love, my guy.
Thank you, man. It was nice speaking to you as well.
And you too.
Yes, man. See you later, yeah?
In a bit.
Yes.